Virginia officials not hiding their efforts to bring the Washington Commanders to the Commonwealth, but Maryland officials say not so fast.
A push to keep the Washington Commanders Stadium in Prince George's County is heating up this morning. Fox 5's Bob Barnard is live outside FedEx Field with the details on that. Bob, good morning.
Hey, Jeanette and Steve, good morning to you. Yes, there are a lot of things local governments, state governments are willing to do and not to do to keep the Washington Commanders or to lure them long term from their home here at FedEx Field. One of those who's going to be speaking about this today, speaking out about it later today, is Rushern Baker, former Prince George's County executive, current candidate for Maryland governor on the Democrat side. Mr. Baker joins us live via Zoom. Rushern, thanks for being here this morning. One of the things you talk about in your news release previewing your press conference here this morning is you're critical of the former governor of Maryland, who was also a Prince George's County executive, for some of the things he said about the creation of FedEx Field back in the 90s. Can you tell us briefly about that?
Yeah, I find former Governor Glenn Denny's comments appalling, that he thought the deal was bad from the beginning. There were those of us, I was in the legislature, that voted against the stadium for those very reasons. But here's the thing, he went ahead and pushed it. He was the governor, and he was supposed to look out for us in Prince George's County. He didn't. The person who did look out for us, and which is why we're holding a press conference today, is the late Wayne Curry. Because what Wayne Curry did was actually start to build a downtown around the stadium once we got it. So you look at the Blue Line, which Wayne built around there. You look at the fact that we have the Sports and Learning Complex and the number of hotels that have been created since. So what it allowed us to do, because Wayne actually looked out for us, is it allowed me as county executive to start moving some of the government buildings to Largo, downtown Largo, to move the hospital in that area, and to actually build what can be and should be the next downtown Prince George's around it, which is why we're going to talk about the Business Improvement District, which will build, more restaurants, more hotels, and they're actually going to be having housing around there. So it's now in a great place where we can, I think, make it a downtown area where people can not only come and watch the game, but we can use it throughout the year. And this is something I know firsthand, serving as county executive for 8 years and having some of my good friends in the district try and lure the team back.
And Mr. Baker, there are some plans that call for maybe building a dome stadium here, others for using the existing stadium. As briefly as you can, what are you willing to do and not do to keep the Commanders here in Prince George's County long term?
Well, one, I think it should be a dome stadium. The other is I don't think we should use public funding to build the stadium itself, but we should build the infrastructure, which if you look at the past when it was originally built, that's what happened. Mr. Curry negotiated a deal where Jack and Cook built the stadium and we did everything around it. That's what we're proposing today. And I think that would work, and that would bring in revenues for not only Prince George's County, but for the state. And that's what I would do as governor.
All right, Mr. Baker, thanks very much. Great to see you. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Guys, the efforts, the saga continues. Just one of the players in this region hoping to attract and keep the Washington Commanders playing in this area in one of the different jurisdictions beyond 2027, which is how long they're at least due now to stay here at FedEx Field.
The competition is there off the field, trying to land the team for the next however many decades the new stadium would be home to that. Bob, thanks very much.